show, a new NBC series called Little House on the Prairie, which will start in September. Would you welcome Michael Landon? Good to see you.
Hi, how are you?
Last time you were here, you were talking about the special. It was that time it was just a special Little House on the Prairie, and it did so well. I understand you're going on now as a...
That's right. We're back on the air with another series.
Are you going to direct them, too? You directed that last one, did you, or...?
Yes, I directed the 2-hour pilot. I'll do probably 4 out of the first 13.
Yeah.
And then hopefully I'll do a few more because we're picked up.
Can you be objective as a director when you're in the scene yourself? Can you step out and go back and say, hey, now I'm looking at Mike Landon, I'm the director?
Yes.
Oh. Okay, Mike can do that.
Not a baby, Mike.
Takes care of that question.
Let's zap it right in there, Mike.
A lot of actors can't. They say, most actors, they say, make not good directors because they can't see the forest for the trees or the trees for the forest. It's one of those two.
No, I think for an actor, once you left the mirror, you're okay.
Let the honey sick from the drip, but don't let the bird die. Let the honey sip from the tree.
You sound like David Carradine.
Well, I don't know. You two people are talking, and Ed is standing there going, that's true. That's definitely true.
I sure loved you in Johnny Belinda.
Oh, look at a woman sing thing.
Don't turn on me. I love you. We're two Jews on a hike. These are my people. Can you imagine if they played it legitimate? Have the men move it out. I love him, this
You
man.
think a Gentile owns a big ranch like the Ponderosa?
Carson lays back when he thinks it's trouble. He's my friend. He and we came up.
I know
know
you told me
that.
so many times. Jeez.
Did you ever work at anything together?
Don and I?
No, you and that set over there.
No, we've been together on several occasions.
Right, we have.
But I've never had anything to do.
What?
He's
As
a
an
very
actor.
volatile human being.
As an actor.
Yes.
But he went...
No, not as an actor.
He's
we
a
will.
fine director. He really is.
I'd love to.
But he went to drama school. Did you know that?
Who did?
The television set over there. We're talking about Don. What happened? This is him. Rickles went to. What
Oh,
was it,
Don. Oh, well.
I went to the American Academy of Dramatic Arts, which that and 2 cookies wins me a trip to Disneyland.
He's a hell of an actor. I think he's a fine actor. I don't know if for the people out there who have seen Don in dramatic performance, he's a fine actor.
Well, thank you, Michael. Now,
Tell from the reaction that people feel the same way.
Yeah.
See, when I do
You
speak,
told
I
me
got
when
something to
said
say.
that you had a big following.
little coffee to relax John.
You're awfully quiet tonight, I'll say that.
Well, that's why. No, well, you're talking though. This is your spot. I'm here with Ed trying to
Well, I
figure
was
out.
talking to John.
Oh,
Did you attend an acting school?
Yes, I went to a dramatic school at Warner Brothers Studios. It was a free school. They didn't pay the actors.
Right.
And for a long time, they worked that way. And that school was dissolved at a certain point when, this is many years ago, like 20 years, when Jack Warner found out they had it. He came up one day and said, "What is that?" And
I didn't
the
know
coach
you
said,
were-
"It's a dramatic school." And he said, "It's closed." And that was the end of it.
I didn't know that you.
Yeah. I was washing the executives' cars. That's how I got on the lot. I drove the cars in, and I went to dramatic school there for about 4 months. It was a good school.
But you didn't get. You had to pay for that, or what?
Oh, no, they didn't pay me. I didn't pay them. It was just a freebie thing. And
What was your first part?
first part that I ever did?
tell the truth, I saw it too.
For money?
Yeah.
The thing with the ape when you played the
ape.
No, with the head. You were a vampire.
No, I was a werewolf.
What?
Don't you love dogs?
Tell him about that.
I was a teenage werewolf. Was my first.
I was a teenage werewolf?
No, I was.
No, I know. See, that was Well,
It's a
14 years on the ranch didn't hurt the old brain, I want to tell you. Well, Jim Arness once was in, what was The Creature from the Black Lagoon?
No, he was in The Thing.
Well, that's close.
The Thing.
Close.
The Thing, and he had the big...
It's a giant frozen asparagus. Marvelous.
Why don't you shut up, Johnny, and get on with it?
Okay, let's do this first.
I hope your pencil gets a rupture.
How can a pencil get a rupture?
I don't know, but we're trying to keep it rolling.
Okay. We'll take a small break here, and we'll come right back. Yeah. We're back. My guests are Don Rickles and Mike Landon. You know, I didn't know that about I was a teenage werewolf. I really didn't. Do you ever look back on that and say, I suppose when you're young and you're in the acting business, you take what is available if you want to get into it, right?
Don't make excuses for films I make.
Oh, I'm not making excuses for it.
I thought it was a very good horror picture. I happen to like horror films.
Yeah?
And I thought I was marvelous. I won an award from the SPCA. And I think it was a worthwhile film.
Do you remember what you got paid for that?
Yes, I got $600 and 42 pounds of raw hamburger.
What happened after I was a teenage werewolf?
After I was a teenage werewolf, I had one of the pluses from it. I had complete respect from my younger children. No, I went on from there to bigger and better things. I stopped biting friends, and I played the albino in Guns of the Laker. And it's really killing you, huh?
Well, what's the first club you ever played? What was the name of the very first pay date?
The Albino Club.
No. What was the name of the place?
I tell you the truth, to the best of my recollection, the club that we both know that can bring you some recognition was Murray Franklin's in Miami Beach.
Yeah.
And then the Elegant in Brooklyn. For
Yeah,
Joe
but you
Scandori.
played little joints before that.
No, I
didn't
used to see you all the time at Slate's.
Well, yeah, but that was late in life. I was doing good then. I was getting $350 a week, and Henry was taking $350 back. It was a long story. We don't want to go into my life. Just roll along about your albino. I'll talk to Marine Raiders. Really came in over Guam low, eh? Don't suck me into his cockamamie trick-or-treat movie. I did pictures with Frankie Avalon saying, the beach ball is missing.
That's right. You were in Beach Blanket Bingo.
What do you get your finger out of? You Uncle Sam? I know what I was in. Dumbbell, is this a test? When you hit a bell, go to geography. Look at that. 2 affiliates went, come on, Harold, the bell rang.
What was the picture you made with Frankie Avalon?
I did a bikini beach party with Annette Funicello, who is not here tonight. She's pumping up beach balls. Jack Gilardi. I don't know. I did a lot of those pictures. Hey, it's not my life, Dumbbell.
I know
Get
that.
Ralph Edwards. Say something, Ed. Do your trick.
You're rolling, Don. You're
Do
rolling.
what you do best, Ed. The Marine Raiders fight song. Marine Raiders. Marine Raiders. Oh,
Mad.
it's a long night. Jump in, Mike. I'll make you feel relaxed.
But you never liked...
ride you either, Don.
But you never liked horses, did you?
Yeah, I don't mind horses. They're very nice.
Oh,
Lorne
somebody
was
didn't
the
like horses. Well, Lauren didn't like horses.
That was the guy. Lorne Green, right, baby?
The Canadian mounting.
The Canadian Mountain.
Right.
Never liked horses.
Well, the only problem with the horses is that 4 of us mounting together is a difficult proposition. That is not easy.
I found that out at a party I was at one night. He had this big stallion. It was fantastic. That was before the missus would always say, I don't understand that. That's why she's in a room with a rubber duck.
And happy.
You just wait long enough. There's a biggie along the way somewhere. Do we have to
Okay,
do...
have the band play a number.
No. What's the
Now look at this, the affiliates went, the band's here?
When you made some real money, you know, when you got on Bonanza and you started to get... What's the first thing you wanted to buy that you never could afford?
The first thing I wanted to buy,
Yeah, when you finally got some money, say, hey, I'm going to...
a long salami. No, I'm going to tell you. You may think that's a very funny joke.
I do.
If you come from a... There are 2 things when you're a kid, if you've had a very thin slice of salami that you remember. And that is how dynamite salami is. And it's very expensive. When you come from a family that doesn't have a lot of bucks, a salami is expensive. And the first thing I wanted to have was a long salami and olives with pimentos.
Kosher.
Because they're expensive, too. And I have a very big salami in my closet. Because I have very little clothes, so...
We all have our
yeah, and it also, you can slide...
our problems, Mike. You sure you want to go into this in detail?
Pardon me?
I mean, we all have our little problems. I mean, you want to...
Yes, I'll go into it. It's delicious, and also it helps you get your boots on. You slide it in there a little
I see.
slick on the leather. Salami and olives.
I thought you wouldn't want, but you were serious.
Oh, I'm very serious.
He was, because, like saving, right? Isn't that the truth? Like, you think about the days like when you don't have a buck and we all save something in our life saying, hey, if things don't go right. Is that pretty much the story?
No, I just happen to love salami and couldn't afford it.
Thank you for that interpretation, Don.
And now back to John Chancellor in New York.
And it did so well. I understand you're going on now as a...
That's right. We're
As a series.
back on the air with another series.
Are you going to direct him, too? You directed that last one, did you, or...?
Yes, I directed the 2-hour pilot. I'll do probably 4.
Show a new NBC series called Little House on the Prairie, which will start in September. Would you welcome Michael Landon? Good to see you.
Hi, how are you?
Last time you were here, you were talking about the special. It was that time it was just a special Little House on the Prairie.
4 out of the first 13.
Yeah.
And then hopefully I'll do a few more because we're picked up.
Can you be objective as a director when you're in the scene yourself? Can you step out and go back and say, hey, now I'm looking at Mike Landon, I'm the director?
Yes.
Oh. Okay, Mike can do that.
Not a baby Mike.
Takes care of that question.
Let's zap it right in there, Mike.
A lot of actors can't. They say, most actors, they say, make